Last thing, Shoshanas Yaakov. What do we say? That's based on what? Shoshanas Yaakov Tzalav Samecha. Birosam Yachad Tchilis Mordechai. So it says we say Baruch Mordechai, Brucha Esther, Aru Haman, Arura Zeresh, Charvona Zachar Latov. And there are other versions of this because it says you're supposed to say this. The Sephardim have their own version. Arur Haman, Baruch Mordechai, Brucha Esther. You hear them cheer it. They say it 3 times after they read the Megillah. And the real way is to sing the proper American tune, Shoshanas Yaakov. That's the real way to do the minhag. So the question is, I'm sure the British have a different tune, right? I grew up with a different tune, but it didn't have the same ring that you go to, let's say, Hillcrest, and you sing the right one. So who's missing from that whole thing? Which major character do we not say Baruch or Zachar Latov or Arur? Who's missing there? Achashverosh. Wait a minute. Why did it say Arur Achashverosh, Baruch Achashverosh? Or why not Charvona and Achashverosh Zachar Latov? Charvona had the idea to hang Haman, and Achashverosh gave the order. As a matter of fact, Achashverosh gave the order to hang all 10 sons of Haman afterwards, and even gave the Jews permission after Haman had been hung to wipe out their enemies. So maybe we should say Baruch Achashverosh, or what? What's Chazal's opinion? Why don't we mention Achashverosh there? What's going on? Good question, right? So it's machlokes. I think Rav and Shmuel, right? Achashverosh. What do they say about Achashverosh? What are they machlokesing about? What's the machlokes there, Chazal?
He had a rubber stamp.
Okay, I want 2 words. Two words defining Achashverosh. What? No, they say pikeach or tipesh. Those are the words in Chazal. Was it pikeach or a tipesh? Was he a fool or was he competent? Okay, pikeach is competent. Was he being manipulated by Haman? Oh, what am I supposed to do? Or was he in on it? Okay, was he pikeach and know what's going on or what? But by the way, that's not a value judgment. That's not telling you if he's a Rasha or a tzaddik. Okay, Haman's a Rasha, and he's a Ra, and he's cursed. So is Zeresh. And Mordechai is a tzaddik, because I'll call him a tzaddik, and Baruch Mordechai. And Esther is considered a righteous person. We say Brucha Esther. Charvona is neutral, so we say Charvona Zachar Latov. He helped us. We don't say anything about Achashverosh, but Chazal say 2 things about Achashverosh. They have a machlokas if he's keach or a tipesh. Okay, is he in on it, or is he, just being led along? They like to tell children Achashverosh just got drunk and he'll marry king, and Haman manipulated him, but then when he was the right influence, now he did the right thing. But Chazal do say one thing about him that is unanimous, and that was they called him a Rasha. So why don't we say Arur Achashverosh? And what makes him a Rasha? Did he let the Jewish people, not only did he not have a Holocaust of the Jewish people, he allowed them to Holocaust their enemies, right? And he hung Haman and his 10 sons. That's pretty good. So, shot. Okay, so the answer is he was a Rasha. Okay? Rasha means, like I was trying to explain to people, I consider Trump and other people Risha'im, even if they do good things for us. Why? Because they do all sorts of averas. Okay? Trump regularly celebrates Shvichas Damim parties. Since Roman times and before that, they have blood sport. Because I'll say you can't go to a stadium. Why can't you go to a Roman stadium? Because they have gladiatorial stuff. They have people fight vicious animals, or they have people fight each other to the death. Does that type of thing still exist today? And the answer is yes. They call it mixed martial arts or ultimate fighting, things like that. Blood sport. And who is an active participant in all these things, just like the Romans in the old times? Trump. Okay? Just that alone. Him and his best buddies all go to a Shvichas Damim party. So I don't know what's worse. Blue team goes to a Gila Rayos party. At the same time, red team is going to a Shvichas Damim party. Okay? That was happening. They're all Rishayim. Okay? He's like an Achashverosh. Trump is an Achashverosh type. You hope that he's under the right influence. Is it pikeach or a tipesh? From what I've seen, he's quite pikeach. I also think that he was taken advantage of. He was a tipesh with regards to other things. He had bad ministers, as they say, advisors, the first time around. Now he's a little bit more of a pikeach. He's learned some things. And is it possible that good things will come of his regime? Yes, I pray. Good influence. He could very well allow us to, he could bring about the hanging of 10 sons of Haman, and maybe in the restoration of the temple. Who knows? That would all be great. But I do know that he's a Rasha. Okay? He's not a moral person. That doesn't mean he's bad. He's not Ra. Yeah, you could have a Rasha. I mentioned other people. They're Rashayim because they're homosexuals. Are they bad to me? No, they probably have no victimless crimes. but I'm not going to go and say that they're Baruch. I'm not going to say Zachar Latov. I'm not going to say Arur about them. I only pray like Achashverosh. We don't know how to deal with him. He's not in the song. We just hope that somehow God give us a Yeshua during his time in office. That's the best we could hope from these people. We don't have any like king like this. Even Koresh gave permission to rebuild the temple. So we say God said it was chosen for such a thing. God wanted that to come about. Do we have Koresh Day? Is he one of the heroes of Jewish history? Is he a righteous Gentile? I don't know. Okay, give them time. That's all I meant. Okay, you have Rishayim and Achashverosh. Haman, basically, Trump can be an Achashverosh. He's not going. I don't think he's going to sign on, let's say, a genocide like with Haman. But who knows? There are people who are afraid of that so-called deal of the century. What are we going to lose if it actually goes through? Okay, what do we stand to lose in a deal of the century? Be careful what you wish for, which is why I don't like it. Anybody celebrates. People celebrate when the Brandy got elected. That was foolish. People celebrate when Trump got elected. That was foolish. Okay, Sudas Hodaya. It's good that the bad guys lost, but we don't know if the good guys won. Okay, so watch out.